Welcome back. In a part 1, we explored the MATLAB interface. Now, in a part 2, we'll learn the most important building block of any problem, the variables. By the end of this video, you will know how to store the data, work with different data types, and use the workspace like a pro. Let's jump in. A variable is simply a name that stores a value. Instead of typing the number every time, you give it a name and reuse it. So watch this thing. If I say that x is equal to 10, and then I say that I enter it, and I say that y is equal to 5, then press enter, and then I say x plus y, so it's give me a answer. There is another method. If I say that result, I store the value into the result. Okay, so again I say that x plus y, so I make the again variable which store the value of x plus y with the name of result. So now you see the result create a variable, result variable is created, and they store the value. Okay, so MATLAB automatically save every variable you created. That's what the workspace is for. Okay, so there is the one important trick. If you don't want MATLAB to print a result every time, add a semicolon at the end. This is used all time in real code. Okay, so if I say that a is equal to 100 and I press enter, then you see 100 is printed. Or if I say that a is equal to 100 with semicolon and then press enter, nothing is happen. Again I change it, a is equal to 01 semicolon. Now you see the a values change into the workspace, but it's not visible on the command window. Okay, so semicolon is work like that. If you already created the variable, like the a I already create a variable, then I can again assign the value, different value I assign. Right now the a have a 1, I assign 5 to the a, then they rewrite the value into the already created the variable, they not duplicate the variable. Okay, so if you want to be duplicated, then you change the variable name. I say a1 is equal to 5, so now new variable is created with the different name. Variable names are case sensitive. MATLAB has the different type of data. Let me show you the most important ones. So first type is numbers. So if I say age is equal to 22, then the age variable is created. Okay, if I say that price is equal to 19.99, so now the price variable is created and this is the number type. Okay, they are called the doubles, the default number type in a MATLAB. Okay, now this next variable type is called text. So if I say that name is equal to disclosed into there with MATLAB, now the name variable is created and they store the MATLAB. Okay, and this is the character. So single quotes create the character array, and if we create the double quote, then they create a string. Okay, if I say that greeting, I create a greeting variable with double columns, hello world. Okay, you see this greeting variable is created with the hello world string, and this is the type is string. Okay, their class is string, you maybe say. Now we see the arrays and vector in a MATLAB, and first of all I create the v is equal to the brackets. The bracket create the arrays. Okay, just square brackets. So if I say that 1 gives space, 2 gives space, 3 gives space, 4, so now they create the 1 cross 4 matrix, or maybe vector, you say that, because there is the only one row and there is the 4 columns. Okay, if I make v2 and again square brackets, and I say that 10 semicolons, 20 semicolons, and 30, now each semicolon create a new row. So right now this is the 1 2 3 rows and 1 column. So in that way you can create the arrays and vectors in a MATLAB. Now we see the matrix. If I want to make the 3 cross 3 matrix, So MATLAB was literally built for matrices. Okay, this is its superpower. So now we create a 3x3 matrix. I give him the A name equal to the square brackets. Here I say that 1 space 2 space 3, create a new row. Again 4 space 5 space 6 semicolon space, and then 7 8 space 9. Now I press enter. This is the 3 by 3 matrix. So in the first row there is the 1 2 3, in the second row there is the 4 5 6, or into the third row there is the 7 8 9. So in that way this is the 3x3 matrix, as you visible here. This is the A matrix, these are the values stored here. This is the 3x3 and class is double. So now we see the logic. Logic values are just true or false, like 1 or 0, and very useful for conditions later. Okay, so if I say that flag is equal to true, so it's mean this is the 1. Okay, true mean 1. If I say that flag is equal to false, so their logic is 0. Okay, and now I say that check, close it into the 5 less than 3. Okay, so there's a syntax error. I need put the equal sign here. Okay, now you see, yeah, this is the right, 5 is greater than 3. So now into the check, the value is 1 store, which is the logic, which is saying that the condition is right. Okay, here we see the 4 commands you will use in every single MATLAB sections. Okay, first command is whose. Okay, when you click on whose, then it's display every workspace variable which we created, which auto saved, and now we have these all variables with their size, with their bytes, with their class. Okay, and now we say that the class of A. Okay, and press enter. So he said that class of A is double. And if I say that size of A, so size of A is 3 by 3. This is the A matrix. Okay, if I say that length of this V, so length of V is 4. Okay, so whose shows all variable with their size and types. Class tells you the data type, and the size give you the row and column, and length give you the longest dimension. These are the basic commands. These are the basic variable commands. So if we want to be clear than some specific variables, so we can clear like now we see we have, okay, we want to be clear this check 3 from the workspace. Okay, so we write down clear, then we write down the name of the variable and press enter. So now check 3 is removed. Okay, it's deleted. And if we want to be clear the complete workspace, then we write down clear all. Now our workspace is completely clean. And if we want to clean the command window, then write down CLC, press enter. Now our command window is completely clean. So this is the part 2. You now understand variables, all the main data types, and the essential commands every MATLAB user need. In the part 3, we write our first real script, build your own functions, and that's where things get exciting. Link is in the description. Like this video if it's helped, subscribe for the full series, and I will see you in the next part 3.